Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here, basically, we are discussing one other topic that is topic which we are discussing that is which project is ongoing in Mumbai, which lava process is activated for this above projects. That means 1 lakh project is ongoing. So, which lava data is basically activated? Which lava creation is ongoing for future creation, basically, in this basically which all projects are there. So, in lava, basically, which all projects are there? Today in Mumbai, basically, which is the where in which area the lava creation is ongoing. For example, in Andheri, from Andheri the lava creation is ongoing, and how basically the Bollywood groups do the advertising. That also we are going to write here. How Bollywood and here basically I'm taking the example of India, so I'm taking only writing only Bollywood. How Bollywood will do the advertising of this. Then basically how Sunilar Nair basically tracked that Sunilar Nair basically is not in the future creation with the help of lava calculation. Because one of the person told that यार सुनीलार नायर ने ट्रैक कर लिया क्या that Sunilar Nair की नसबंदी हो गई. Just taking as an example, in really my नसबंदी has not done. I'm just taking as an example of myself basically because I can't take as an example of others. And currently I'm in India, so I'm taking the example of heart of India, that is Mumbai. So yeah, one of the person told that why Sunilar Nair basically tracked that basically he is not in the future. Then basically when he tracked more detail basically in lava, that time basically he tracked that basically his Nasbandi was done. So one of the person told that how in really basically my Nasbandi has not done. I'm just taking it as an example that up to what level the lava designing is done basically. For example, in Mumbai city basically assume that basically he has done the marriage and from first marriage group basically the first marriage group basically done the Nasbandi of that particular boy there that count is around 2000. Sorry, assume that there's around 2001 basically. So 2001 people basically got Nasbandi without basically in first marriage, and they are going to planning for second marriage, and in second marriage basically they are not able to do the marriage, and few people basically are connected with the lava industry. They done the complaint to that particular lava industry group basically, and lava industry group told that basically अरे भाई they have basically not given data to doctor basically yet. Basically they have not done the checking of doctor basically. They given the data to lava, and lava group basically checked, and they basically came into the conclusion that basically अरे भाई तेरी नसबंदी हुई है. That means your Nasbandi has vaccination basically. What to the vaccination? Just a minute. In English basically to what is told, just a minute. I will let you know basically. Just a minute. Nasbandi in English word basically. Vasectomy. So another person told that, Sunil, how you track the sorry that group basically that group has given the data to lava industry, and lava industry told that basically भाई तेरी नसबंदी हुई है. Then that person basically who actually done the second marriage, he told them no, I basically is not having the child, and so I basically given first complaint to you basically because we are developing the lava na basically. Lava is the future creation. Up to that basically the worker basically know that basically. So they told that no basically my Nasbandi has not done in Ram Raj. My Nasbandi has not done. Then another person told that your Nasbandi has not done. No, sorry. Matlab, I have not done the Nasbandi. As in that basically that is my person basically. I am second doing the second marriage. My in really basically my Nasbandi has not done. Just taking as an example basically. So that basically everything should be clear, and basically on last day whenever the calculation will happen, that time everything basically gets matched. So assume that basically my Nasbandi has done in Mumbai city by Amin caste, that is Gujarati caste, with the help of Shiv Sena. So assume that basically in Mumbai city, and money was given by Tata Group. Basically. As I'm just taking as an example, basically, really, basically, because in Mumbai, basically, whatever happens without Tata permission, basically, doesn't happen anything, basically. So, assume that basically Nasbandi has happened of Sunil Nair, and in this, Sunil Nair basically tracked with the help of Sunil Nair, assume that basically is working in Lava company. So he basically given complaint to Lava Group basically. Lava, my child basically is not having my basically I am not able to give the birth. Sorry, not able to not able to get the birth basically. Basically, in short, basically I am not able to start my family basically. So what is the problem basically? Lava. So Lava Group basically replied that basically they basically collected a few data. This that basically history also they collected. They collected each and every samples of body parts. They basically collected each and everything that time they basically checked each and every body weighings. That data also basically they checked that where the weighings basically are blood cells are falling and basically where the blood cells is not falling, is circulating basically each and everything basically they checked and they came into the conclusion that basically, अरे भाई you are नसबंदी has done, मतलब you have done the नसबंदी. Then the Sunil Larna told them no basically I had just done the second marriage. My Nasbandi has not done. And they basically given the date also that in this date basically the Nasbandi has happened. So he told that basically that time basically I basically was in the first marriage basically. That means the Lava group told that basically they have their first marriage group basically had done Nasbandi of yours basically and they were basically believing Krishna Bhagavan God. Then he told them no basically. Then basically he done the complaint in police basically and police told that basically that you are supposed to take care basically. For that basically we can basically we have to enter into house also now basically that what is basically ongoing in house basically what is basically going in inside the house for in that also basically we have to enter now basically police department basically told this basically and they told that basically you have the proof basically that they have done the Nasbandi. Then Sunila Nair given the report of lava that is basically created by Mumbai city. In that, basically Ram Mandir temple railway station is also there. So they told that basically, see basically this report basically is telling that basically there is no future of Sunil R. Nair basically in Mumbai. And in detail basically they have written in bracket that his Nasbandi has done. Just taking as an example basically that up to what level the lava industry is connected and up to what level they can do the checking basically and up to what level the dumping of lava happens inside the land basically which is Mumbai land on last day everything is going to calculate. So one of the person told that Mumbai land basically has created and in land basically the Sunil Nair next generation is not there and they have mapped that in this particular time, in this particular complex, in this particular area, Nasbandi was happened. And that area was of Ram Mandir group. That was basically UP, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh group. So Mumbai started tracking basically who is basically in this area. They basically track into picture that basically future basically the Ram temple basically creation basically is going to happen. For that basically they have done this creation that is basically Ram Mandir railway station basically was going to prepare. So for that basically they have done the Mumbai creation land basically. In that basically they have finished Sunil R. Nair generation. Just taking as an example because currently what basically creation is ongoing. According to that basically. So one of the person told that the land basically which has created in Mumbai basically in that basically they have written in detail that basically there is one person basically called Sunilar Nair his Nasbandi has done in this particular area that is basically area of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh group basically. Up to that detail level they, because in lava industry are very clear basically they have to write everything basically in clear. So I am also clearing everything basically that on last day everything is going to calculate. So be ready for that. Lava industry. Just taking as an example, basically. So then basically one of the person told that Yeah, up to detail level analysis basically lava group basically do. How basically they might be doing basically? That is also question. Because without any information that something, for example, the investment group do the investment, right? Basically, for example, they told that basically this many crore basically I have invested. So one of the person told that the investment group has done your Nasbandi. The investment group basically who's doing the investment basically they have demanded that your Nasbandi is going to happen. Your Nasbandi is must. They have demanded that. That is also a question basically. One of the Bollywood group told that basically. Because Bollywood group only can displace the thing basically. They can't create it basically. So they basically ask the question basically, is it Sunil like that basically your generation basically suppose not supposed to go further for that basically some group has done the investment. That is also question basically. That is also very dangerous question. So one of the person told that is also might be possible. So here basically my Nasbandi has not done. I don't have AIDS also. Nothing basically, no disease is there. I'm just taking as an example basically. So that basically whenever basically the lava, the group basically you are going to view this video basically in future basically, they will say that basically yes, yeah. We have never seen this detailing lava video in our entire life. Here basically France group is not there basically. France group is only connected with the earthquake mapping. But lava group is what they are doing. They are generating the earthquakes. So France group से ऊपर भी there are few groups basically. So you can just imagine basically. Now basically one of the person told that Sunil basically how you track it here basically that is question basically. Because you are connected with the lava industry, you are doing the job in the lava groups. So they basically taken your complaint and they basically told that basically your Nasbandi was happened. So one of the person told that each and every detailing data basically are written by certain groups that these all groups basically are not going to be exist in the future creation. And here basically I have taken example of myself that Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh group basically finished Sunilar Nair next generation. That means they have done the Nasbandi of Sunilar Nair. Taking as an example, basically, really Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh are very dangerous group basically. Sorry, very good group basically. So another person told that lava creation basically has done and you Sunil tracked that basically your next generation is not existing, not going to exist. So few people told that basically some technological group basically that are the IT industry group basically have done the investment which are connected with Indian businessmen basically. They all become one and done the investment and told that basically Sunilar Nair basically the generation is not supposed to happen future. And in this basically government basically has done that because government basically for investment basically they can do anything. Any level basically they can go. In that basically they have done the Nasbandi of Sunilar Nair and on last day Congress, BJP, Aam Aadmi Party, Basapa, every political people basically who are sitting in the parliament house, their data is going to be calculated on last day of world. Mark my word. So one of the person told that they basically created from which group? That is the Hitler group basically. And Hitler is connected with who basically? Krishna Bhagwan. So Krishna Bhagwan is basically in this everything basically. Political drama basically is ongoing of Krishna Bhagwan. So one of the person told that Krishna Bhagwan has done your Nasbandi and he is basically in universe that is brown color which is already done. So one of the person told that that is basically the lava creation is connecting up to what level you are basically Sunil. You basically are not able to track. The earthquake basically is nothing basically in between. So one of the person told that the earthquake magnitude which is getting calculated, for example, 50 50 country, sorry 55 country basically they are doing the process. That is basically the source of data is lava, and lava is basically the future creation, future projects which is going to happen that somebody has written basically. So this was the most dangerous video basically which was just now basically recorded. In that basically entire political people, police department, each and every group basically came in, and their investment group also basically came into the picture. In that basically in Mumbai, if Nasbandi has basically happened in Mumbai, that means Tata Group, Ambani groups, Mittal Group, all basically came into picture. They unnecessarily came into picture. They might not be knowing that basically Sunil Arna and Nasbandi has happened. Just taking as an example, and really basically I'm not my Nasbandi has not happened. I don't have AIDS also. Just taking as an example, so that in future basically on last day when everything is going to calculate, so that even universe group basically should know that basically why everything this has happened. So universe group basically started tracking basically where is Mumbai, heart of India. Here basically I'm just taking as an example. In really basically my Nasbandi has not happened. My I don't have AIDS also. From first marriage basically I have not got AIDS disease. And first marriage group basically has not done the Nasbandi of myself basically. Here basically I'm just taking as an example basically. That this is one story like this basically in Mumbai. How many stories basically are there? So one of the person told that basically the lava creation which is going to happen, and currently basically which lava is created, how many generation gap basically is there in each lava creation. For example, currently basically one generation is ongoing in Mumbai, and that the lava basically somebody has created. That lava validity is up to what? And the next lava which is going to dump basically in Mumbai city, what would be that generation and who would be taking the part in that next generation? So one of the person told that we are basically not getting everything here basically. We are not able to get basically what you want to say basically. Then Sunil Arna repeated the thing basically. The thing is, for example, currently Mumbai is doing 1 crore project. In 1 crore project, basically the generation basically which is ongoing, and the age between is this that basically whatever age basically they are doing the project. Then basically the study basically the people basically are doing that in the school group basically they are doing the study, and they are basically uh, going to be used in the future generation. That is the future projects basically. Whatever basically they are going to become, if they are going to become a doctor, then according to the doctors basically have designed the projects. Like software company, then basically the software groups has designed the project for that particular people basically. So you can just imagine. So future level level data of Java and current level of Java basically. Sorry, not Java basically, lava data. Current lava basically data that is already great, and water basically is already circulated in the Mumbai city, and they are basically having nice water also, and they are basically generating the future data also according to that water and everything basically which is generated from the land and from the chemical, and chemical is also basically equal to water basically. That is also lava data. Now basically current generation is done basically. They have taken the decision that basically Sunilar Nair generation basically is ended. They have basically done the Nasbandi, and then basically they have given the AIDS to Sunilar Nair. That is me basically. But in really basically I don't have AIDS. Huh? Basically you can check it basically whatever basically. And basically my first marriage has basically already happened, and I basically got divorced also. So first marriage group basically have done has basically not done the Nasbandi basically. That group basically. So like this one of the person told that Sunil Nair basically Nasbandi has done, and he basically got AIDS. So now basically question arises basically the people who written the lava creation basically, they told that basically that girl basically was from the Krishna Bhagwan God group basically. So Krishna Bhagwan God group basically, sorry, the Hitler group basically. So the Hitler group basically are very powerful, and the Hitler group is telling that basically इसकी नसबंदी कर दो. So they basically written that basically in future basically Sunil R Nair basically is not going to exist, and they basically done the Nasbandi of Sunil R Nair from first marriage group basically. Here basically I am taking one story basically of Nasbandiev and HIV/AIDS. So they basically written that basically Sunil R Nair basically next generation is ended, and we have basically done the Nasbandi, so that basically his next generation is not going to happen. So until basically he exists basically until his existence, his death date basically is his date of birth basically is this, and when basically his death data basically is going to fill up to that date basically his data basically should be in lava. Up to this level basically they have done the plan here basically. Mumbai city, I'm taking the example of Mumbai city basically, the lava creation group basically. So few people basically are telling that is it basically South African group basically they are creating the lava because they are into the land creation, that's why. Then Sunil Arna told that basically no, basically the South African group basically is not there, some other group basically might be there basically, some other basically group might be there basically. So just a minute. So just I want to display one song basically. Just a minute.
Sans aucun prétexte, je me folle. Avoir de réflexes malheureux. Il faut que tu m'expliques un peu mieux. Comment te dire adieu? Mon corps de silex, vite de grand feu. Ton cœur de pyrex résiste au feu. Je suis bien perplexe, je ne peux résoudre aux adieux. Sous aucun prétexte, je me folle.
So this was that song basically. Who is handling the earthquake departments? So earthquake data basically are also coming. So France group basically started contacting the lava department basically because they basically can't. They basically don't know that basically from where they are getting that data basically. But from this video basically they got the information that the lava department basically are giving the data of earthquakes. Sorry, generating the data of earthquakes. So one of the person told that earthquake basically is not a earthquake is basically created basically. It's not a natural basically. Natural, it's a not a natural disaster basically. It's a created disaster on the base of lava creation basically, which is done. On the base of lava creation basically, which is done. So you can just imagine basically on the base of lava creation basically. So one of the person told that Sunil R Nair, your next generation basically, that first marriage group basically has ended basically. When basically Sunil R Nair given the data to the lava department basically. Here basically just taking as an example basically. My I don't have AIDS also, and basically my husband is also done. Because on last day everything has to be calculated, and that's why. So one of the person told that lava group basically is giving the data. And lava basically groups are basically who are, they are a chemical and nuclear power company groups, but they are creating how basically the lava, somebody has written the stuff basically that Sunil R Nair की नसबंदी हो गई है, his next generation is ended by first marriage group, he basically has done the second marriage, and his second marriage is not happening. So sorry, his second generation basically is not sorry, his marriage basically has happened, but his generation is not starting. Reason is Nasbandi done by first marriage group, and that was basically the Sri Krishna Bhagwan God group, and that is basically in universe basically. Just taking as an example, basically I'm not basically really basically Sri Krishna God is basically something great God basically. That group basically can't do anything basically. Here basically I'm just taking as an example basically. And Sri Krishna God means Sri Ram God also basically comes into the picture. That means it's a Hindu God basically. So one of the person told the Hindu God basically has finished a generation basically. Because on last day everything has to be calculated and that's why. So one of the person told that after listening this video, the Lava department basically started. They basically become very seriously basically. Really basically the Sunil R Nair generation has ended or basically what? That way they basically need to check in computer basically. So they started calculating basically in computer basically. Sunil R Nair, Lava data, this, that basically. Like this basically they started searching the data. Then they came to conclusion basically. Just taking as an example, basically, we are taking into two side basically. First side basically, Arey Sunil Arnar basically next generation is there here basically. He is going to have two child basically. What? Yeah, see basically, he is written basically in lava. In lava generation basically. That is the lava data basically is going to generate it in Mumbai basically. It's in written. See basically, two child. Now other side. Arey yeah, it's written that basically Sunil R Nair generation is ended due to next generation ended due to his Nasbandi was done and he basically got marriage with some HIV AIDS girl. Due to that, basically, his generation basically ended. So two side basically we saw that, and it is written basically that also somebody has founded some permanent solution basically that if Sunil Arnar will end basically, then lots of things basically is going to be clear. That is also written basically. So one of the person told that this basically really basically it's like that basically or basically what basically. In this basically government has done this. Government has taken some money basically from set of investment groups basically and they told that basically you can do basically Nasbandi basically. And government basically have certain level of mafia group basically. They have done this basically. So one of the Sunil Arna basically told that one of the Lava group told that basically you basically done some mafia basically group marriage. Then Sunil Arna told that no basically I have not done any marriage with the mafia group. I have not done any marriage with the mafia group basically. And my Nasbandi has also not done basically. And my I don't have AIDS also basically. So one of the person told that government basically can go up to the level basically, who are basically still sitting in the parliament house. They can do anything basically on the investment basically. So they have taken some certain money and they basically have done Nasbandi of yours and then basically they finished your generation and they told that basically ho gaya. Like this, Sunila Nair next generation basically ended by that group. So here basically what actually the thing is basically that everything basically which is dumped into the lava that is written by some group basically. So what is that group and who is that group? Where basically that group is sitting and what currently basically he is eating basically. Up to that level basically we are going to go in next video and which city basically he is existing and in that city basically which lava data is going currently.